Hello, hashtag here. Being October, it's on a Saturday afternoon, the 4th. Tomorrow, in the Eastern region, is the last day of the time trial season in the Eastern District. There'll be a few in other places, but it's all done. So although a lot of people are winding down, I'm already looking at the 2026 season for hashtag coaching and hashtag TT club. In 2024, we set up the hashtag TT club. It's a cycling time trials club where we have riders take part in open and club events under the banner of hashtag coaching. It's been pretty successful this year with a handful of riders. I think there's only 7 of us, I think, actually in the team, and we've got quite a few wins. I'll probably do a little bit more detailed on that and a separate piece, maybe over the next few weeks, because I'm getting a bit bored. But we're already looking towards next year. Now, it's something I say every year, and I'm going to say it again. There are 3 different types of people when it comes to being an athlete looking for next year. Number one, I would call it the alpha, where they basically crack on now. And they've had their season break, maybe 2 weeks off completely off their bikes, and they want to get involved and they want to start the training now. Because they know that the base is where it all works. The zone 2 is where it all works. So basically they need a really good solid base. So when in the spring they start working on their higher intensity threshold, they've got enough endurance in the bag to actually work that hard stuff. If you don't, you are going to be hanging up your wheels, as the expression, probably in June. So yes, the ones who are serious about their year are starting now. It sounds a long time before next April, but believe me, it comes around pretty quick. We're looking at 5, maybe 6 training blocks, and you're already in the season. Then you have the second type person. They get Christmas over and done with. All the indulgence of Christmas, and then on January the 1st, they start working. And some of those with the talent and the dedication and the commitment, I suppose, you could probably get away with it and actually being semi-decent as you hit the spring. But you're probably not to come, you're not going to bear fruits, big fruits, probably until July, August time. And you're chasing that, and September, all of a sudden, you're back here and you wish you'd started earlier. Anyway, so that's the second person. And the third person is about 3 weeks. Maybe they'll just take part in an event and wish they'd trained harder, or wish they'd started earlier so they could actually train. Either way, of all those 3 people, the most successful way to actually do that and not waste time, because let's face it, a lot of us are time starved. We work, we've got family, we've got engagements, we've got commitments, and we just don't want to do junk miles. So you need a coach, and this is where hashtag coaching comes in. So you need to contact us. We'll have a very good conversation about what your plans might be. I will be honest as to see whether that's achievable or not. And in most cases it might be, it will be. But I'll be honest and I'll be open, and I will tell you what it probably takes to get to where you want to get. Maybe it's not what you want to hear, but it's the truth, and I'm very truthful about it. I'm not one of those coaches I'll just take you on because I think I'll get a little bit of money. That's not how I work. Speaking of money, I've had a look recently, doing a little bit of market research, and there are some cycling coaches out there charging upwards of £150, £200 a month. Okay, I'm a quarter of that, and I will probably give you exactly the same service. I'll give you the Training Peaks account. I'll give you the one-to-ones. I'll give you the WhatsApp constant motivation. Okay. Someone today, less than about 10 minutes ago, has messaged me, and I've changed their plan already. Okay, that's pretty responsive, and that's something that you would charge £200 a month for. Okay, and I don't do it for the money. I do it just to cover my costs. So it's a quarter of that. Okay, if you're multi-sport, it can be a little bit more, but that's just because of my time. But seriously, guys, if you are serious about it, I don't understand sometimes. It's very frustrating to see people embark on their training for next year, and they're saying they're serious, but they're not serious because they're not actually engaging with a coach. I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying it can be. We take the guesswork out of it. That's what coaches are here for. We take the guesswork out of it and we work it all out for you. So all that you need to do is just look at your app or your spreadsheet, and you'll see, this is what I've got to do today. You fire up the Zwift, or you fire up the Trainer Road, or whatever you do, your bike computer, and you know, or your Garmin on your wrist, and you know what you've got to do, whether that's swim, bike, run. So yes, contact us, and we'll get you going, and we'll get you where you need to be at the right time, healthy, and I mean that in a physical sense and in a mental sense, because there's a lot of athletes out there who are completely burnt out as they stand on that start line, and I don't do that at all. The feedback I've had from my one-to-ones in recent weeks has been absolutely amazing. Yes, I am blowing smoke up my own, blowing my own trumpet, should I say. I was going to say something else then. But yes, it's what it's all about. Let me do the thinking. Let me do the calculations. Let me get you to where you need to be. So I'm waffling. So let's leave it there. Okay, ciao, ciao for now. Let's crack on.